Welcome to Wednesday, everyone. My name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel, a 4-plus-year-old server, vanilla Minecraft server where I do geeky stuff in Minecraft with my friends. I don't normally stream on Wednesdays, but I had some extra time, and I've been wanting to get more done on the Citadel, so here we are. First things first, I had to repair my stuff, which I was doing on my lunch break at the gold farm, which is what we're underneath right now. I need to collect my gold, though, and wow, we've got a lot. So much that we can't even carry it all. We're gonna have to make some ingots here, I think. And might as well do some blocks. Now, I don't know... Oh, we still got lots of bamboo. That's good. Thankfully, these things don't take much to sort, or to smelt, I should say. And also, if I recall, we had some enchanting to do on some shovels remaining. So we might have enough levels now to do that. I think one of them cost like 35 or something. We just didn't have it. We're gonna make more gold blocks. I really need to get around to reorganizing my ender chest here. I don't need all this stuff, but I need more room for the things that I do use on a regular basis. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I figure we can hang out, walk back. Gold for days. Yeah, there's a lot. It's a lot of gold. It's a really good farm considering that it is in the middle of the nether and not outside the nether. But I'm okay with that. I also think it looks really cool. Hard with the lower render distance, but it is pretty sharp, especially with shaders. J Price kicking off the stream with a sub. It's tier 1 for 8 months. You are 1 month away from the Fire Keystone badge, which is one of my favorites. Thanks so much for the support, J Price. Always appreciated. Happy midday stream. I'm going to work and lurk. Yes, please feel free to work and lurk. I know it's going to be a lower engagement stream for a lot of people that are in the, we'll say, the Americas. I was going to stream a little bit later. I was going to go with like my Friday time of like 4 p.m. But I thought, you know, whenever I do one of these midweek streams that I can't plan, like I happen to have the time. I got all of the work that I needed to get done this morning, so I got some time. I'm also tired, so I thought like I don't want to go do anything too strenuous, so sitting and streaming is usually pretty low key for me. But I thought, well, if I stream around 1, then that means that the folks in places in Europe that normally tune in that can't watch like an evening stream in the week, or even sometimes a late afternoon stream in the week because it's like, you know, 8 p.m. or later. I thought this way it's more like 5 p.m. depending on how far east you are, I guess. Sweet Sandy, like you, yeah, like you. Exactly. Exactly. So we're just going to go straight back to Westhill, the medieval zone. And sometimes it's just nice to stop and smell the roses. Oh, except for when it's nighttime. Then we want to teleport as soon as possible to the medieval zone. Whoop. I should see if I can rig up something that plays. Maybe I could have like a a command block here. I wouldn't want to trigger it with a pressure plate, but it would be cool if I could find something that could detect a player. Well, I guess later on we could use a skulk sensor. But it would be cool if I could either hook up note blocks or a sound effect or something. I don't know. Perfect time for you, 6 p.m. Okay, so you're only an hour beyond the UK. What I should know this, Sandy. Is it Finland, Sweden? It's one of the North countries, right? Is where you're from? If you don't mind sharing. Forget I asked if it's not something you advertise. Sweden. Okay, it is Sweden. I guess Sweden by default just because so many European Minecraft fans also happen to be Swedish. Just because it's where it all started. So last night when I was on playing, Steven was streaming. Steven ESC did a bonus stream. So you can follow him, Steven ESC on Twitter, with a PH. And while he was on, I was on sort of helping, like I was sleeping so that he didn't have to worry about sleeping through the night. Because I was working out here in the wide open wilderness, and you'll notice that all of the sand borders are gone from the river. So now this river here has all been smoothed out and dug out and is all connected. It's not at all decorated and the banks are rough, but I can't decorate the banks and be, do like foliage and all that kind of stuff until I know what's going to be on here. And there's a road that's going to go up there. There's another farm and stuff I want to build. So I don't know what's going to go up against this river, but it is all at least dug out. I could run along a little bit, I guess, and create some bone meal or something, but I find that player placed bone meal underwater overdoes it. It creates like carpets of grass, which is not unrealistic, I guess, but it does look funny to me. Speaking of looking funny, I don't think that's supposed to be there. Sure. Anyway, so this is all now connected, which is very cool. And this is where we left off last time, which was working on this little bridge, which we might get to a little bit later with these two little guardhouses. And it has like an attached building that it looks kind of funny, like it's on stilts, but I want it to be like a proper building. I think I might change it from being square to being round. I think that might fit in better with what we want to do here, and it would make this connection a lot easier. But what I want to do today, we'll get up here and take a look. I guess we'll go up here. Hey, there's Steven ESE lurking. Tuned in at the right time. Did Twitch actually notify you correctly? Correctly? I had a good time listening in your stream last night, Steven. It was fun. You must have gotten tired about doing the voices. It was funny. Like there was a couple times when I was laughing to myself here by myself in the studio. An anonymous gifter gave Steven ESC a tier 1 sub. Now we can be friends, Steven. For folks that don't know, Steven lives down the street from me in real life. 120 subs out of 200. The goal for February is to try to hit 200 subs to unlock the creative stream, where I'll hang out with all of you in the chat and we'll talk about the different techniques and ideas and my methods and how I do what I do in Minecraft. And I hope it's going to be a very chat-driven experience. I'm hoping that it's not just me monologuing. I'd rather have it be interactive. Kirito. Hey Joel, how are you doing this morning? If it is morning for you, it is just afternoon. It's 1:15. So, but good. Thanks. I had the last of my turkey soup. I made turkey soup after Christmas, and I froze some. And this last week, I was a little bit busy on the weekend, so I defrosted the last of the soup. So it was great because it means instant hot lunch. You don't have to do anything but just heat it up. It's great. Twitch did notify you accurately. Wow. So speaking of notifying, I guess I should explain what we're going to be doing. You can see where the river here has been sort of like lined the way that I want it to be. We'll take a look on the map here. It goes through a gate here. We'll take a close look at that. I don't know quite yet how we're going to handle that. And then it winds around, and you can see where the terrain has been pulled down, but it doesn't quite really turn into river. And then down there, we want the river to go underneath that gate, especially now that we can waterlog the gate. So that's going to be cool. However, we've got a fair amount of digging to do. And so the good news is we don't really need much. I'm just going to go get a shulker box or two. I might have to empty those green ones. If they're full, we'll just grab one from inside. I'm going to fill in some of this so we don't have to deal with water. And then we're just going to dig it down and try to create a nice shape to all of this. And it's going to be much steeper on the west side here. So hopefully it's something that will work out. AG Kuma, welcome in. Get your braces off this morning. Nice. I had braces, and it was a very cool and weird feeling when I got them off. I think I was 15 when I got them off. Not that it did me a lot of good. My wisdom teeth came in later in life. They didn't take them out, and so my teeth are actually not crooked, but like a little crooked. Crooked enough to be annoying, probably more so to my parents who paid for the braces. These are full, so I'm going to grab some empty ones. Yeah, it's. I mean, you're excited about it because you've had them for probably a couple of years, if not, I mean, at least that, right? But at the same time, it's one of those things where you know it's weird. You know, it's like when you get your teeth cleaned, you know, and your teeth are like super smooth after a visit to the dentist. I want to check my tools here. There was mending, silk touch. One of these shovels. I feel like I want to leave at least one shovel. Is there ever a reason? I guess there is a reason to not have silk touch in a shovel. Well, maybe we don't have to enchant the shovel. Oh. I wouldn't mind having a second silk touch pickaxe. So maybe that's what we should do. This probably won't cost that much. No. Okay. Well, I didn't need all those levels, but that's fine. Have a bed. No wisdom teeth? No, they didn't come out. They didn't come out. I have them. They're in my head. My teeth go back to my ears. Which sounds funny, but that's almost true. Okay, where are we going to start? That is either a block glitch or a cave. It's a cave. Wow. That's cool. So you can see here we've got this tower. Now this is completely walled off and not very deep. And I think that's probably the reason why this isn't finished here, there's probably going to be a gate here. But because this is unfinished in terms of the shape, I would say that's probably a pretty good reason. So all I want to do is just, I'll dig up a handful of blocks over here. Not with that. Am I in range of the beacon? Oh, the beacon's not set up. I wonder if it's going to be easier to go from the other side. I guess we'll go from there. And I'd say this is probably just about as good a spot as any to put the bed. Hey, McScrewgun, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, so here we're just going to take what, existing parts of the river that look good already and try to shape them up. So like, for example, here, this is a really sharp corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, this has to be probably 2 there, 3 there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll be using the map a lot. Yeah, that probably needs just a little extra. Probably going to need to do a little bit of digging before we can really get too much done, because I'm going to need some grass blocks, but I don't want to go and really lay down more than I have to, because obviously I'm going to dig up a lot too. Maybe we'll just comb through here, get a few stacks. Looks like I sort of started. I guess you should also check the depth to which I want to go, which I think is 59. And the way that I approach these is normally just you cut yourself a little trough and then you just start at one end and just start to smooth everything out. So like right here, I want that. To go to there. And I mean, it looks pretty good, but the map will show immediately. Yeah, I think it needs to come back by 1. Yep. And then here, I would say we even have to go sharper. I try not to go more than 5 in a row in like diagonals, because otherwise it starts to look like a really poker straight line. And actually here we could probably go 3. The green, no, the 3 geese in a trench coat. That is, it's long, but at least it's readable. And thank you for the drop caps. I appreciate it. Welcome in. It's called Zero's Minimap. There should be links in the chat for you in just a second. Oh, Steven, were you looking for sand? Was that something that I missed last night? Or maybe it happened after I left. So I'm not too worried about like the landscaping, because the houses and stuff that are going to be up at the top of this are really going to dictate kind of like how that all unfolds. It looks different. I customized it. We turned off a lot of the non-vanilla features of the minimap, just so people know. I actually want to use something different for that. Do I have anything around? That's right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 9. I don't know why. I always like odd numbers. Nope, that's getting too steep. Let's go another one this way. This west side is going to be tricky because it's probably going to be mostly rock face. I'm gonna go one more. It's a weird spot for sand. I know they're supposed to be in rivers and stuff, but I think just because of the way that the terrain was generated, it feels very strange. Yes, the mod settings for the minimap, I've got them hotkeyed to Y. That's the minimap settings, but there's, you can, if you go into your hotkey settings under options, controls, keybinds, and then look for the middle title and just look for Zero's minimap. It's there it is. So there's the minimap and there's the world map. So you can turn things off. Like we've turned off teleporting, so you can't teleport. We use fast travel on the server, but they're Minecraft command blocks to try and make it feel a little bit more authentic. Y for settings and U for waypoints. Yeah, cool. I think waypoints are something else we've turned off. If not turned off, we just don't use them. Let's take this one down to 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is somehow going to need to get wider because it gets really narrow through here this way. Yeah, like this is... I guess we can maybe push it back. I'm going to be shot at standing there. Where are my torches? I probably put them in a chest. I guess part of me not being lost is the fact that the server is so old. I throw them in here. No, I didn't. Weird. Do I even have torches? That is so bizarre. Wonder what happened to my torches. I had such a full inventory last night, I imagine I probably dropped them somewhere. One thing that I noticed, I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but one thing I noticed working on the river last night was just how many fish there were. So I'm hoping we don't get like lag from all this spawning. Let's do this. How did I get that right the first time? I don't see how you keep up with all the shulker boxes that you have. I don't. I can't. I've got them color coded to a certain extent. Light gray is natural stones. Dark gray is stone bricks and crafted stones. Deep slate stuff. Browns are all the woods, but of course there's like 6 different kinds of wood, at least. Like the overworld wood. So they're all in brown shulker boxes. And that is steep. Holy crap, I didn't realize it was that steep. That's going to be fun. I wonder what kind of cool build we could put here. So yeah, we were talking about it on a stream one time. Like I would love to have labels or multiple colors. Like I'd like to be able to dye shulker boxes the same way that you can dye leather armor. So that goes through to there. 3. I feel like we're going to have to come in here a bit. Some of this is going to be a very steep cliff, which is going to look really cool. I hope. We'll obviously landscape the top of it to make it look better. But I feel like this also needs to change on this side. Don't know how long that is. I got stone. I'm okay with removing a lot of the dirt from this side. I'd rather have it be mostly stone. Oh, I didn't check to see what the depth was. I should probably do that too. I know it's only 1 over here, but I mean the river outside the gate. Probably going to be easiest just to fly over this. Oh, so this is really shallow too. It's too bad we can't do waterfalls easier with more control. Oh, this gets really deep. Like, look at all the squid. So we're not going down to 56. I'd say probably 59. Yeah, probably 59. What's the other one? Can't fly. There we go. So this is a really deep part over there, but this middle part here, 60. I thought it was 59. Maybe it's 59. Oh, okay, here's the 59. Yeah, okay. So another 2 blocks lower. So essentially, we want to make sure that the river is wide enough that this doesn't look super silly. And some of this is going to be hidden by trees, which is going to be cool. But it's going to make it a little bit difficult to see what we're doing. The river through the town looks so good. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Yeah, I like it. There's actually 4 separate rivers? 3. So we've got this one that we're working on now, and that comes all the way down. We'll go by the mountain, and then we'll connect up and go this way. Weird that it kind of goes in a completely different direction. And there's a lake over here. Then there's the main one that goes through the town, which is now sculpted, but isn't connected over here. And then yeah, there's a third one over here that just kind of goes by. It's by this like south approach, but it just kind of loops around and goes back down south. So it doesn't really interact with the city in the same way that these two do. Not sure what's happening here. Oh, it's a big turn to the west. See, here's the kind of stuff where I think where if I turn this into rock, it would look really cool. Just take that natural Minecraft generation, but turn it into solid stone. The hard part, or the lengthy part of all of this, is going to be the removal of like all the vertical blocks. Well, hello, friend. He's got thorns. All gold too. Let's I think we can just make a quick round in here. Or not. Wow. Oh, there's a mine shaft down here. That's cool. We'll have to check that out at some point. So I'll leave that up to have a few less spawns, and of course I'll remove all the possibilities of bad guys coming up. It should be good. I gotta be careful because of these woods to the east of me. Be spawn city if I let it get too dark. I will keep 2 stacks of that. Ilo Scarito, thanks very much for hanging out. Appreciate you coming by. Have a good one. Take care. I guess I should probably bring some of the coarse dirt. The coarse dirt is going to help us kind of mark, because it won't get taken over by grass. It's going to help us kind of sort out where the edges of everything are. So I'll bring you, both of you, and gravel, stone. Yeah, it's a really cool cave. I wonder if there's, I mean, not that we need any spawners, but I wonder if there's anything cool down there. It would be really cool if there was a geode. Unfortunately, this area was, I'm pretty sure this area was not part of the reloading of the chunks, so probably not the case. Unfortunate. Anyway, let's put all this stuff up here. So if this is the edge here, feels a little bit narrow, but that might be okay. I'm basically just taking a quick stab at this, and we'll adjust on the fly as we can. I feel like that has to be faster. It's amazing how one block, like shifting things one block, will speed up a transition. Bring that stone? I did. Other box. So for example, if we take a look at this, and just take the Minecraft algorithm kind of like generation, and then just add stone to it, or replace it with stone, it can look pretty cool. You don't have to try to get it perfect, but sometimes it's fun. See? And then that looks like a really cool thing that the river just wouldn't be able to get, wouldn't be able to erode, you know? So it makes sense that it would make this really steep turn because of this rock that's in the way. Imagining, hello! Long time since I've been on one of your streams. It has been a while. I've been good. I've been well. I had a decent recharge on the weekend. My niece had her birthday, and the family got together. Her birthday was like last week, but the time for everybody to get together to hang out was Sunday. So it wasn't anything fancy. I mean, she's a kid, so it was a pizza party. But pizza and ice cream cake, can't complain. I know Steven wouldn't have a problem with the pizza. But yeah, it was good because like I stick really close to home with the pandemic. Like I'm not messing around. I mean I work from home anyway, and I'm very busy. So in that light though, because I am being conscious of public health and my own, even though I am triple vaxxed or 2 vaxxed and a booster, however you want to get into it, I just end up spending a lot of time alone. So you forget sometimes how much you'll recharge by just hanging out with the family. People in general. At this point, I don't know if it really matters who. I need to put these down. Let's go put these over here. What is that? Oh, the rocket box. I don't need that right now. Yeah, recharging is always good. I think it's just a social thing. You know, like we're all social creatures, and you forget if you're someone that's got I will say a diligent personality. which I would say I probably do. You know, when you're trying to do the right thing and you're just staying very consistent with it. I am definitely a consistent person in a lot of ways, probably less so in others, but when it's important, I'm definitely consistent. And so as a result, I just don't see a lot of people. All right, we're going to have to take a chunk out of this. I do like a strong efficiency shovel. I might have to change my approach. I think for some of these, for the contour of this river, I might have to start dropping down by 2 blocks. Well, that's 59. That's okay. You haven't been here since you're doing the village. The village? Like the town? That town? Probably. I mean, I've been doing this project for like a year. So, more than likely what you mean. Maddie92, I made my shovel texture. So I think it looks better than diamond. Or better than the Minecraft diamond. I am probably going to keep any coal that I find. Which is weird for endgame, I know, but here we are. MDog95. Good to see you. 8 months. Another person 1 month away from the Fire Keystone badge. That's amazing. Thanks so much for the support. For folks wondering, if you're new in the chat, you can use your Prime sub, your Tier 1 sub. Both of those will get you access to the Discord. That's the word I'm looking for. Steven, I make people hungry. That's my job. That is my social media position in life. I am the one that makes you hungry. And I don't apologize for it. Another way to get into the Discord, if you're wondering, is you can join the Patreon. It's patreon.com/JoelDuggan. And it's another great way and the most affordable way to support the stream. All right, so I think my plan was to come out in sections. I'm just going to remove all this and we're going to do stone. Because I just think it's going to look cooler and, well, we're here, so we might as well. I think this would be a nice change from all the other rivers. I always end up with so much that I just don't know what to do with in terms of like all these blocks. I'm sure somewhere there'll be a time when I have to fill in a bunch of stuff and I'll be happy to have them. It's definitely nice when you go to do some landscaping that you've got like, you know, a dozen stacks of dirt just hanging around. It's always good to have. Yeah, I eat too many carbs. I should really keep a closer eye on that, but I'll probably go a little bit closer to watching things when I get back into the gym. I put my gym membership on hold for a couple months just because the Omicron variant was really rampant here and it just felt safer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 2 there. So this can be a much sheerer rock face. The bottom? Yeah, that's the bottom. So if we like the width of this, we can keep it. This is where I debate very heavily if I want to do a beacon, but it's not a lot. If I didn't have a netherite pick, this would not be as fast. So I think we'll just kind of go for it. Famous last words. Generally, when you think you should go get a beacon, you should. But take it easy, Steven. Good to see you as always. Thanks for coming by. We'll have to hook up and do that Minecraft dungeon sometime soon. Break time. Grab a biscuit or a beacon or a bacon biscuit or a beacon biscuit. Thanks, Cosmic. Appreciate it. I kind of want to leave this at 58. Because, oh no, wait a minute. Technically, where's the water level? Oh yeah, it doesn't have to be any deeper than that. That's fine. We can just use dirt to fill that in. Just leave myself a little note here so I know where I left off. If you're new to the stream, as I think some of you might be, I take a break once an hour, give my eyeballs a rest, stretch my legs, reheat my coffee. You should too. Get a snack, you know, do the things that you need to do. And we'll be back for more Minecraft in about 5 or 6 minutes. As soon as I find a place to AFK over here, which I don't think I have one. So I'm just going to go right back to the main house I normally AFK in. And we'll see you in just a few. All right. Back we are. Sounds like there was a lot of rain happening while I was away. Nessie, good to see you. And not great at Dota. Neither am I. Welcome into the stream. I tried Dota. I tried League very briefly. I preferred Dota, but mostly just because that's what I put more time into. I really did like Heroes of the Storm. I spent a lot of time in that. But then my friends quickly got a lot better than I was. And so it didn't feel very... I felt like I was holding up the team, so then it wasn't very fun for me. Alright, so I need to put in... Before I put the dirt in, I need to have some water going here. Otherwise, this is all just going to turn into grass. Not what I wanted to do. This is always the pain in the butt. The water part. But I have to do it to at least the bottom level, otherwise we're just going to get grass everywhere. And it will help us see a lot clearer what's happening from above. In terms of like where the river needs to be wider and all that stuff. On one hand, I really like Minecraft water mechanics, and on the other hand, I do find it very repetitive sometimes. Okay, so that's good. Nope, that's dirt. Do I not have any coarse dirt? I must have put it away. Psycho Killer 5353. Hi Joel, first time viewer. Discovered you from the Spawn Chunks and finally got around to following you. Oh, thanks very much. Glad you liked the Spawn Chunks. By the way, I can't believe I didn't lead with this. Has everybody listened to our interview with Sliced Lime that we did on Monday? We raid Sliced all the time, but this was the first opportunity I had to actually speak with them in person. It was great. Really fun interview. I think this is 7. I guess I could have let it turn to grass and then just put the water on top of it and waited for it to completely destroy everything, but I didn't want to. So this will get wider to the east. Interview with Slice was awesome. Cool, thank you. I'm glad you like it. All right, so this brown will eventually be underwater. So I feel like we need to go a little bit wider through here. Need to find out where here is. This spot here. So we'll take all of this out, and then we'll go from there. Soupful liked the episode with diced lemon. I think that was... What did... Pixelriffs made a joke at the end with like twist of citrus or something. It was... We basically took a couple of jabs at his name. It's a good thing he's not precious about it. I mean, with a name like Slice Slime, you gotta expect people are gonna have a little bit of fun, right? Trying not to make myself dizzy doing this. Not always an easy task. Oh wait, that needs to be stone, doesn't it? Yeah, this is the part that's going to be hard to figure out until we get water flowing over it. I keep on hoping that we're almost there, but we've actually got a fair amount left to do. Yeah, I was talking with Cosmic after the interview. Cosmic, I know you said that you liked it, and I need to get in touch with Slice because I think I want to grab some sound bites from it. So if anybody here in my community, if you've listened to it and you have some suggestions for a soundbite from the episode, then let me know. Okay, so this is going to change. That's going to be that. No one wants diorite, so we're just going to move that right now. Some of this stuff is going to be very rough at first. Can't see myself spending a lot of time sculpting this cliff because you're just never going to see it, but it could be a fun build element on the other side. Yeah, I think we need to change this a lot more harshly. Let's do 2 here. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I am looking at the wrong thing. That's the bottom. I should be looking at the top line. It might be worth running along here with some sand. Just so we can see from above. Sounds like a cool project on your world, Psycho Killer. It's funny. I was reading M-Dog's post at the same time in the chat, and I almost called you Psycho Muffin. Sorry. But also, that's pretty funny. Somebody grab that username for themselves before it disappears. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Feels really straight right here, but it is kind of a cliff, so we could also do something cool and build out the top of it a little bit so that it's it actually has an overhang, and that would help my brain. One, two, three, four. Like that could work. Maybe. The riverbanks that are steeper, I found, are always harder to do. Anyway, we'll have to smooth that out a little bit later. Yeah, now we've got this big turn. It's all the way around the bend. That's gonna be rough. Yeah, I do find it a little bit strange how much Minecraft taxes a PC. Just don't want this to feel like too much of a straight line. So I think I'm going to focus on this internal section here first. A lot of grass over here, so we can probably use this. Probably 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope there's not a lot of stone over here. Not so slow that it's painful, but if there's a lot of it, it will be a longer process. I tried adding a timber data pack to my other playthrough on all of Fabric 5, but it didn't end up working. So, I mean, we have Digus Maximus, which is, you know, you can still use it to do the same thing. Doesn't feel quite as cool, but not quite as tailored, but you know, it works. It does what you expect it to. It does feel If it wasn't my second series, if it was the only thing I was doing, it would feel like I would be cheating the Minecraft experience a little bit of, like, you know, the mining and the collecting and stuff like that. The Digus Maximus. The hard part is kind of figure out what has found its way into your inventory. You know, that's the hard part, I find. I kind of wonder whether I should set up a beacon. I've got a funny feeling we're going to want it. It is really steep back here. It's really cool. Don't think... No, I do not have enough gold for a beacon, so we'll have to go with the iron box. First, though, I need to make a couple deposits. Oh, the mod reacts to Silk Touch and Fortune. That's cool. While we're in the area, we might as well have our sorting system do its thing. We've not had to do any automatic tree farming. The closest we've come is an automatic concrete farm. But even then, we don't have TNT duping on the server. Am I sorting coarse dirt? I think I'm sorting coarse dirt. No, I'm not sorting coarse dirt. Okay, so coarse dirt can't go in the machine. The guy, 1604. Holy smokes. Give me a second here. Came in at a good time. We're at a decent spot in our little build. We're back at the main house. Welcome in. Holy smokes. We've got the guy, 1604, coming in with a raid of 93 people. Thank you ever so much for sharing your viewers. What were you up to today? I'm assuming Minecraft. Most Minecraft streamers beget Minecraft streamers. My name is Joel Duggan for everyone coming in. If you wouldn't mind clicking on the link that Cosmic has thrown in the chat to watch on my channel on twitch.tv/JoelDuggan. We're trying to grow the channel, trying to get the average viewership up. And so if you like what you're seeing and you want to follow along or just watch on that channel, it helps us quite a bit. I do the Spawn Chunks podcast with Pixel Riffs. This past Monday we interviewed Slice Lime from Mojang, which was fantastic. I also do the Citadel Cafe podcast, usually on Wednesdays, but we delayed the recording till tomorrow to accommodate my co-host Alistair's schedule for this week. So I had free time, so I'm streaming on a Wednesday. Not normally something I do, but it means I get to meet a bunch of new people, like you. So again, thanks so much for sharing your viewers. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the follows for the new people coming in. And you're looking at the medieval fantasy town, I guess I should say, of Westhill. There is the hill in the west. There's a keep, which is mostly finished on the outside, definitely not done on the inside. But then everything you see here is pretty much a 3D build. Like everything has got outside, inside, decoration, purpose. There has not been much that I've left untouched, with the exception of things like roads and other things that we just haven't. You know, we don't know what's going in between the roads, so it's kind of hard to build the roads just yet. And today we've been working on the river over here. But currently we were emptying our inventory. I'll walk down through the main keep just so that y'all get an idea. No, it's not a D&D thing. It's just kind of a fun fantasy thing. I mean, there might be some D&D inspiration, but it's just a fantasy medieval build. I decided after years of not doing it to lean into the designs that Minecraft makes so easy, the castles and walls and all that kind of stuff. So this is our sorting system, and it only takes a certain number of blocks, but it helps us out a lot. All right, it's the wrong key. You'll see all the items zooming around up there. So all of these have got filters. That is a squid head. But as we've been digging, of course, we've been just filling up our stores. Holy cow. I don't know if this is... I might want to stop now and come back and empty the rest later. I don't want to overload the system. Alright, so take that. Take that. Take that. And okay, so we're only down to one. Sweet, okay. We're good. Oh, sleep. Nighttime. Medieval style works best with Minecraft. I don't know. I've managed to get away with a fair bit in a modern city. I think you can get away with some... I like the whimsical style of like kind of anything goes. That's kind of my favorite. Did I throw my rockets into the sorting system? I hope I didn't. No, they're here. Okay. Anything you throw into the sorting system at the moment doesn't have an overflow chest. It just constantly goes around. So for a little bit of context, just so people know what's going on, for everybody that's new, we have a couple of mods and data packs on the server. They're all quality of life. Most of them are UI stuff, not like gameplay stuff. There are some data pack recipes that make life a little bit easier. But this is Zero's mini map and world map. And this is the map of the town. And we've got these two main rivers that separate what will be eventually farmland. And this river flows through this part of town, separating it from the mountain and running off this way. And then this one runs through the town and is used for things like trade and travel and things like that. So there's lots of docks and lots of access. This is less access and more kind of like protectively guarded with like walls and stuff. And we're carving through where the Minecraft terrain tried to make a river but failed. And so now we've got this giant thing that we have to dig out. But we're going to do that with a beacon. And I think I'm going to put it probably right there would be my best guess. Oh, I should bring an ingot. Soupful, you were listening to the Citadel Cafe, and now you can't stop watching Downton Abbey. I'll take the blame for that. I'm okay with that. Where do we want this beacon to be? I think probably here-ish. Should be fine. I still haven't fixed my texture on these. I've got the, I think it's the vanilla tweaks connected texture, and it shakes. There's some sort of Z fighting going on. I need to locate that texture and turn it off. It's not something that's essential for anything that I do anyway. That is hard on the eyes, though. Power up. Away we go. Much faster. So you can see where I kind of started things back here. And where I think I was going to go with it was tighter up against the mountain. 1, 2, 3. I feel like we can probably start coming in here. So many blocks in such a short period of time. Andreas, hello! Tier 1 for second months. That gives you, I think it's the Earth Keystone Badge. I believe. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Also, I apologize. I realized on the break, my voice is a little bit hoarse. I don't know whether I just haven't recovered from the long spawn chunks call on Monday or what, but I'm been dealing with sinus stuff the last little while. Lots of crazy weather fluctuations here in the Maritimes, jumping from -10 to +10 every other day, and it's really hard on the head. I'm standing at 58, so yeah, that's good. Definitely glad that I went and got that beacon. Normally I would say, you know, it's easier to do this without the water in, but I just find that you end up not being able to visualize where the river is actually going. I find this a lot more helpful. Stumbled in wondering how I got to Nova Scotia. The internet is a wondrous place. 40 Thieves subscribing with Prime. Thanks very much. 6 months. That's the Air Keystone Badge. Been a while, says 40 Thieves, but hoping to find some more time to join in the chat. Please do. But never feel obligated, you know. I'm happy for the eyeballs. I'm happy to entertain. There's always enough people here chatting, so never feel guilty about lurking. It's actually, especially these days, if it's something that relieves stress for people, then just lurk away. Does not bother me. All right, so that's too small. We need this to be a lot wider. And I think I'm going to dig it out at this side here. So I think the thing to do here, the smart thing is going to be to lay out the sand. I think I put all my sand away. Fulmers, hello, how's it going? Yeah, I did. I put all the sand away. So let's go down to the other side and we'll just trace this with the sand. I can't believe I made that jump. Yeah, this is, I did not realize how tall this got. We might have to cut this down a little bit. Be really challenging to build. Or, I guess it could also look really cool. Like, hold on. If I take this, let's say, forget these 3 blocks, but let's just say there's a tower that's built here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's go 30, 40, 50. So if there's a 15 block high tower back there, can we see that? Not from down here. It might not render in. Oh, no, there it is. You can see it. So if there was a roof peeking up there, like, that could be really cool. Don't think, just not quite there. Wonder if you can see it from into town. Rewatched the server tour from the start. It is really impressive. Thank you. Now I know what you're talking about. Oh, thanks very much, Andreas. That's very cool. Yeah, for people that are wondering, there's a VODs YouTube channel called Joel Duggan VODs. I have a Joel Duggan YouTube channel, but it's for Let's Plays, and I just haven't had time to edit anything for a couple of years. But all of the VODs from Twitch go up on the Joel Duggan VODs channel. And one of the things we did recently, oh yeah, we're definitely put a tower there. For sure. One of the things we did recently was a full tour with my friend Alistair McFly, who is a server mate on the Citadel. It was fun to have him to talk to. It was nice not to have to monologue the whole tour. But that tour was a reward for December hitting, in case you didn't notice, I did not know which door was the right door. In December, for hitting 200 subs in the month of December, we unlocked the server tour. I'm debating what to do next. I know we've got that creative stream, and I know a lot of people want it, but I'm itching to do another Lego stream as well. I have to make some changes to the Citadel Cafe Patreon before I do another Let's Chat, though. So it's good that the creative reward stream is going to be the one that's up next. Goat, sheep, or you will be pushed off. All right, so this is level 63. That's the water level. This is 59, correct? Okay. So what I'm going to do is just, so I can see it from above, we're going to map in where the water is going to go. So everything that's sand will eventually be blue. This looks like we're about where it fell apart. Some of this, of course, is going to be hard to see. With the tree overhang and stuff. Late congrats on the 200 subs in December. Thanks very much. A lot of them ended up being gift subs, which is still fine. I mean, it still counts. But it means that we fluctuate from month to month because sometimes people with gift subs don't end up renewing. M-Dog, you were like the third person to say that they're going for pizza, and I had pizza Sunday and Monday, and now you're making me want pizza again just because it's so easy. It's such an easy dinner. But thanks for being here, M-Dog. We'll catch you later. And I'd say at this point we probably want to start going sideways. There's going to be a lot of landscaping involved to get this all sorted. Especially with how narrow this is, it's going to have to go a lot wider on the other side. Oops. Favorite pizza toppings? I just like the works, which I know can vary from place to place, but you know, the things that I want to be sure are on the pizza. I'm also not terribly picky, with the exception of pineapple. I'm not the biggest fan. It's fine if it's on like Hawaiian pizza, but if it's just regular pizza, not my favorite. Where is this point that I want to keep? That's 5 there. But I would say mushroom, green pepper, pepperoni, onion, even though I know some people are not the biggest fans. That's okay, more for me. Trying to think. I mean, after a while, like after you get past those toppings and you get into like salami and all that kind of stuff, like, I mean, you can't really taste it. Oops, that was a bad idea. I'm trying to think about what else goes on pizza. I flip-flop sometimes about tomatoes on pizza. Sometimes I want them, sometimes I don't. I find that if they're, it depends on how it's cooked. If they're not cooked the right way, they can get kind of mushy. And that's no fun. No one likes mushy tomatoes. So unfortunately, that feels like too much of a straight line. We'll have to maybe dig it in a little bit somewhere. Probably around these 3 2s here. We got 2, 2, and 2. Let's just do 2 and then 1. Do another one. Yeah, that works a little bit better. So again, it's a weird kind of method, but it does help in the long run of being able to see what the heck is going on. Now, some of this could end up having an overhang to it. I think we might want to go 2 back here. Whoops. Oh, thanks. I appreciate the compliment on the tool names. We had some fun with that. It's I mean, you have to be a little bit whimsical sometimes with stuff like that. It's fun. Life is too boring to just be, you know, worried about that. Also, because we're not a huge server, like I don't have to go around and like name everything like Joel's pickaxe. I don't remember Alistair's names, but his have got a theme too. Are they Stargate themed cosmic? Like he's got some easy to spot. Like if it's not your pick, then you know that it's like Alistair's or Cosmics or whatever. How is pricing in Canada for takeaway pizza? I would say it's getting to the point where it's expensive. A large pizza for me would run about $26 to $27 after taxes and a tip. I would say actually 26 is probably about where it starts. I remember delivery and tip, depending on where you get it from, can get closer to $30. I've got a place that I can walk to though. So I what I like about it is that sometimes, and this is such a 2022 problem, I just don't want to talk to somebody. So I'll order online. If it's a local joint, I try not to order from chains like Pizza Hut, Domino's. Like I get from like a mom and pop shop. Or if they're a chain, they're a local chain. They're just here in Halifax, Dartmouth. And I'll go and pick it up because I'll order it. And by the time I get my shoes on and get changed and get there, it's about 15 minutes. And really, it's about ready when I get there. I've got about a 5-minute wait. So I mean, like anybody can kill 5 minutes on their phone. So it's really not a big deal. Oh, I knew there would be more than one. That feels super straight. I'm not sure if I like that. Oh, wait a minute. There's another section here. Oh, that's the tree. I was like, why is it green? Yeah, I feel like that's a little bit too straight. We'll come back to that maybe. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to fix that. Maybe we can knock it in by a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it here. That may not look that good. Nope. We're going to have to move that a couple spots. It is really weird now dealing with such a deep clip. Is 18 euros a lot for pizza? I don't know. Well, so it's twofold. I got really fed up with pizza places that were nearby delivering my pizza last. And I didn't feel like there was an excuse because I was so close. I should be the first delivery out the door, especially when it starts to get expensive. So I walked to go get it for that reason, so I can still get it home. Like it's too hot to carry home. Like I'm switching hands. It's so hot. So it's still hot, especially in the summertime. Wintertime it would be a little bit cold, but in the summertime it's definitely hot when I get it home. The other thing is the walk, the exercise. If I'm going to eat pizza, I need to maybe earn it. So that's the other motivation there. I think we're going to take off this corner here. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this. It's really not that important. I feel like I've messed up here somewhere. One, two, three, four, five. There's 2 there. No, I know 18 euros is 26 Canadian. I got that far. What I meant is 18 euros in a lot for pizza. Where you're from. I would imagine it's probably a lot cheaper. So I think we can start to put the sand in here. $12 to $15 Canadian. Wow, so half the price. So yeah, it's a lot more here then. Or almost half price, I guess. Okay, so that's not too far off from what I want. Not too far off. Hard with the current pushing me around. We'll have to make this back up a bit. Break time when you're ready. And Zenkomidi, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome in. Thanks for saying hi. We're working on rivers. But yes, I should listen to the Cosmic and take the proper break as needed. If you're new to the channel, as I think a lot of you are, because you came in with that awesome raid, which I really appreciate, from the guy 1604. Hang out. We take a break about once an hour, 5 or 6 minutes. I step away. I reheat my coffee. You should grab a snack, stretch your legs, whatever it is you want to do, and also gives me a chance to run a couple of ads and help support the stream. And I will be back in just a few minutes. All right. Appreciate the patience, folks. Always nice to have a fresh drink and a little bit of a stretch. Hey, Rabelais, how's it going? Casper, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you, Cosmic. What's new? We are working on rivers. Or another river. Similar to the other stream that we did on Sunday. And right now, doesn't look like much. We're slowly getting there. I'm glad I decided to go and get the sand. I think that's helping a lot. So it's definitely one of those super chill streams. Because, I mean, I don't know how exciting this is. I mean, maybe educational for people that have never done this, but it's not like, you know, nail-biting excitement. I got a kick last night on Steven's stream because he was doing this special thing where he was doing a lot of voices and stuff. He'd be greeting new people to the stream like, welcome, and I'm sorry if this is your first time here. Because you're not going to go, what the heck is going on? Especially if, like, because he was redeeming, like, doing a silly voice for, like, 2 minutes or something. 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And so new people would be coming into the chat, like, while he was in this, like, silly voice for 2 minutes straight. Pretty funny. Yes, the Tuesday stream. Why do you only have 100 podcasts on Google Podcasts? That could be because that's how many podcasts Google Podcasts lets us have. The full archive should be available. If Google Podcasts puts a restriction on it, it's not something I can change. And which podcast do you mean? Yeah, it was silly, but it was fun. I agree. Not something that I would want to do all the time, but, you know, once a year, which I think is his plan. Looks good. Oh, McScrew gun. You're back just in time. The Citadel Cafe. Citadel Cafe should have a lot more than. It may be because there are so many episodes that Google Podcasts will only have so many. Also, Google Podcasts has not been something we've been on from the start. From the very beginning, we were only on iTunes. It's only been the last 3 or 4 years that we've been on Spotify and Google Podcasts and stuff. I don't remember exactly when it's been that long. It's a problem when you've got like nearly 450 episodes of a podcast. I always meant to ask, you don't really do much in the way of channel points and redemptions. Is that just you, your personality and choices that you make in regards to your streaming presence? I don't remember exactly what we have for redemptions. There is an emote. Part of that is that I have not had time to draw more emotes for more stream redemptions. What's the other thing? Highlighted a message. That might be it. Yeah, I don't enjoy the dance monkey dance sort of way of streaming. I find it extremely disruptive. It's even not my favorite thing to watch. Like if I don't tend to watch a lot of streamers that stop whatever they're doing because someone in chat said so, because of channel points. I'm a little bit more forgiving of that when it's a streamer that has it tied behind like real money. So sure, I mean, whatever, that's part of your marketing strategy. That's great. So I don't really get too bent into shape about it, but I just find that when an audience grows, it just happens like all the time. And if I would much rather tune in and watch someone play Minecraft than watch someone react to the chat and play about 10 minutes of Minecraft in an hour because they're too busy doing other things or putting restrictions on their play or something. And to be very clear, not a slam at all against what Steven does. You know, it's to each their own. But it's not something I'm going to be doing on the channel anytime soon. I always like that when water finishes up what it's meant to be doing. Speaking of highlighted messages, Comics has done so twice. There was a notification for you on break. Oh, was there? What did I miss? Casper. Casper is subbed with a tier 1. Sorry, Casper, I didn't see that. I saw you say hi. I didn't see the message. I must have missed it on my break. Thank you ever so much. Hope you connect your Discord and your Twitch. And thank you, Screwgun, for calling attention to that. And thank you, Cosmic, for the messages that are highlighted, intended for me to see them and me not see them. Appreciate it. That's why it pays to have really good mods, folks. They are your friends. Yes, I'm mining all the coal. Judge me if you want. I don't care. We're almost there with the very bottom of the water. I think this is going to be a very different shaped river compared to other rivers that we've done. Yeah, that's a good one, JDM. The fact that Pix uses the in-house lights as part of the channel rewards, because that doesn't affect the game, right? It just changes the light behind his camera. I don't have a face cam, so it does limit it that way. I have lights, but I don't know. I guess I'd have to tie it to something in a Steam Deck, something else, so I don't have. in order to get those kind of effects. I have lights. I have RGB lights on my computer, but they're not app controlled. They're just, well, I guess they're controlled by the motherboard. I have lots of LEDs in my house and some in my studio, but they're a GoV brand. I don't think that they're something that you can tie to Twitch. You can tie them to an iPhone app, but that's it. Well, Google and Alexa, some of them are Bluetooth, and then some of them are Wi-Fi. Duggan Mist, welcome in. Day's pretty good. We're doing river stuff, trying to get the slog out of the way. Trying to get this done so we can move on and enjoy life. And I feel like this is where we need to smooth things out a little bit. And try and stick to the natural stone and not deviate too much. So I feel like this right here needs to go back a bit. This is actually going to be a lot wider than I thought. I think I might have done this with this line in mind, not realizing that this was the bottom. Forgetting that my water line is actually quite a lot higher. How do I want this to come in here? Yeah, I feel like this is where I want this to be. Yeah, that feels about right. Oh, out of sand. Oh, I didn't realize that Exuma had a long one for a face reveal. I've been on camera before. It's nothing to do with any kind of privacy. I like podcasting and I like audio stuff, and I mean streaming is cool video, but you don't have to set up a shot. And I've done a little bit of video work before, and I just find it's just so much work. Coarse dirt. Plus, it's kind of nice to be able to, like, you know, be present and be on your stream, but then also be able to do it in your pajamas. You know, like if it's a snow day, just be able to hang out and wear whatever and not have to worry about like being on camera. I don't want to get too thin here. Maybe we'll do a couple more threes. Oh, we're getting to the point where some of the stuff is being overhung by landscape above. Oh, that's not going to work anyway. Let's see how we can connect all these. This is where it starts to be real tricky. A lot of ups and downs here. I've often wondered what it would be like to do like a big biome and just remove all the dirt and just leave the stone. I think that could be kind of a cool project for like an evil place, but talk about a lot of work. We are missing the mark. Fazu Battlecaster, welcome in. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Whoop. There we go. Ankles? No one has ankles anyway. It's fine. It's fine. We're all fine. Everything's fine here. How are you? So we have to fix this just a little bit. We're just a little bit off. Actually, I lied. We're good. Yeah, good stuff. This just has to go. The only thing about having the beacon is that you got to be real precise with your pickaxe. So I don't want this to be an absolute sheer face. I think it was Exuma that removed sand from a desert. Yes, we've done that in our mining desert, but it didn't look all that spectacular. I feel like you'd have a lot more interesting stuff happening, especially now with caves and cliffs. I feel like just a regular plains biome would be pretty cool. No Dirt and All Stone is very Castle Grayskull. Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain, He-Man theme was the first thing I ever did in Minecraft. It's the first thing I tried. So I'm pretty happy with that first pass, right? Like, needs some refinement, obviously needs to be filled in, but not bad. The concern comes with wanting to not have the bottom be too narrow, but still having to have a bank, you know, like a river bank, a slope. So we'll have to come back here and start sorting that out. But that's kind of what I like to do with these things, like take them in phases so they always feel roughly finished at a certain point, right? Lucid Wolf Gaming, good to see you. Didn't see you come in. Appreciate you being here. I need to go get some water breathing potions, which I don't know where they are. Probably in here. I don't know what I just did there. Not a clue. One of you. There you are. First try. Who was it? Was it Druid Jen that was like, I don't know how you remember these? It's like a little mini game. Might as well throw some stuff in here while we can. All right, so we need this to go down to a lower level. Doesn't have to happen right away. But I think by the time we get around to here, I want it to be at the bottom level, yeah. Actually, if I have stone on me, yeah, what's a different block? Do I have a different block? Let's use, don't have enough sandstone. Sure. This is not staying here, this is just a temporary thing to make the area livable. But I need to remove the sand here. Getting a lot of ghost blocks on the server lately. I'm not sure if anybody else in the chat on this server has noticed that, but definitely feeling the ghost block thing. That is now a bottle of water, which I don't want. Potions are absolutely super useful. Yeah, we've got a Mattcast, one of the server members, built a really cool auto brewing situation. So they let us use it. So, and by us I mean like the whole server, which is awesome. Okay, for this, we're just going to use stone. Now here's where I think I I'm going to take this side down maybe 2 at a time. Or at least 2 on that stage. And that'll be the bottom. Just so that the river is a little bit steep on that side. And then on this side, hopefully if we do single blocks, it won't be terrible looking. Do you have a conduit handy? I do not. I've never used one, I don't think. I've never had the need. I do have the idea of doing a double guardian farm at some point, at which point I would obviously get the conduit. I have all the means to make one. We have a guardian farm already. So really, like, another guardian farm would be a little bit redundant, but I kind of want to do it for fun. I also have my elytra on, which is a little bit of a no-no. Make your life in the water a lot harder. So I feel like I'm okay here to leave it at 60. And then farther down, we'll drop it by 1. Right about here. Highly recommend a mob switch when dealing with those ocean monuments if you want peace and quiet at all. Yeah, that's fair. That's a good call too. We didn't have one last time. We didn't clear out the whole thing though. And this, I think this particular idea, we want to clear out the whole thing. So you'll see quite quickly how this will start to take shape. Whoops. Now, I'm not sure what there made me go into swim mode. It was not planned. Hello, big fan of the Spawn Chunks. Finally get to check out the stream. Koi Rhyme Gaming. Thanks very much. It's a cool username. Did you listen to this week? We interviewed Slice Line. He was great. He was fantastic to have on the podcast. Some really thoughtful answers, I thought. Yeah, it just came out yesterday. Normally we publish around 5 p.m. Atlantic on Mondays. That's UTC -4, but we didn't even record with Sliced until 1 p.m. So, and that was a 2-hour call. So I don't think it published until like, I don't know, 7 p.m. It might have been closer to 8. It's weird. It let me go to bed before 8:32, so or 18:32. So it must be technically a rainstorm. Hey, Sir Spicer, thanks very much. Let me get somewhere as high where I'm not being rained on, and we can see what we're working on. Oof. Welcome in, Sir Gregory, and Sir Spicer has rated with a party of 51. Holy nuggets. Thanks ever so much. Really appreciate you sharing your folks with me. For new folks, my name is Joel Duggan, and this is the Citadel. It's a 4-year-old Minecraft server, a vanilla server with a couple of data packs and stuff just for quality of life. Everybody's a busy adult on the server. Hashtag want a refund. And so we have some UI stuff and some recipes, but not like nothing crazy. Everything, mostly like all the digging and building and stuff is all specific to vanilla. But yeah, that's this is the medieval town of Westhill. We've been working in this area since November of 2020, and normally we only stream on weekends, but we managed to have an extra stream this week, and so we're working on a lot of the rivers. You can see this is where we were when you came in. We've been over here working on stuff, and so we're getting there. Now that we've got this sorted out and has a border, even if we don't finish this today, it does give me a lot of information as to how I can come in here and start building, because this whole area is going to be more city. So it's going to be a little bit more balanced out. So there's all this cool stuff over here is going to be balanced out with more cool stuff over here. But yeah. I also am one half of the Spawn Chunks podcast, which we were just talking about when you came in. I do that with Pixel Riffs. And this past Monday, we interviewed Slice Lime, who is the tech lead for Java Minecraft at Mojang. And yes, we are on 1.18.1, I think. Yep. We'll probably wait for 1.18.2 because we've got a lot of mods and stuff that need to catch up. And not a lot in 1.18.2 really needs, I think, updates for me. So we're okay for now. So I don't know what's going to happen here. Somehow we're going to have to figure out how to get that gate through. Coarse dirt, however, I think we can get away with down here. Actually, here, maybe gravel. Actually, let's take that all the way to the edge. Sure. So that is just a rough pass at it. The way that I approach these rivers, I don't really decorate the banks and I don't really decorate the bottoms until I know what's being built here. Because I'd want to pay a lot of attention to the stuff that you can see from a build, and then I'm not going to waste a lot of time on something else that you can't see from a build. So this is about where it's going to stay. I might, if I have any bone meal, I might just run along quickly and just hit it with something so it's not completely barren. Somewhere I do. There we go. The Shulker City has evolved over this stream. I find this does a lot more than I want, usually. Although that's not too bad. Just so it's not completely barren, but it's still not super good. And now here, we'll have to put in more water. Also, I'd have to figure out how this is going to go. If I want this to continue as a steep embankment on the side. Or whether I feel like we can get away with going like a full slope. No, you know, I think I want this to be a full too high. Haven't seen dancing blocks like that in a while. Just been really busy moving, so it's been crazy this week. Oh man, chess plays, yeah. Moving is a busy time. Busy time. The hard part here is going to be adding in the water when we want to. This is still very bleak. And I'm not entirely sure. This is very narrow here. Wow. Let's take these two. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, some of this has to be brought down to the right height. That's right. Although, I kind of like the thing going up like that. Oops. This is going to be something for like another day where we'll sort out the entire cliff to figure that out later. This though has to change right now. There we go. Sword is diamond. I've got a custom texture pack. Fools a lot of people. Pants are iron though. Just makes it harder for me on the server than other people, and don't have to worry about, you know, server setting stuff. Just kind of go for it. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So then all along here, we've got that. Followed by actually, maybe that cliff needs to be mostly rocks. Time to sleep again already? Wow. Thought I saw a creeper there for a second. Okay. I feel like we've got that going. Hold on. I have a sneeze coming on. It went away. I hate that. Normally I just want to get over with. Just do the thing. Actually, I kind of feel like we can go straight down with these ones. Don't know about that, but we'll get to that. Don't want to die right down here. That's probably all going to be underwater anyway. This is the one side that I didn't put the sand on. And I probably should. Sneeze denial? I hate that too. Yeah, it's just such a weird thing. The worst thing is like right now, honestly, with the way that my sinuses feel. I'm not, for folks of you that are regulars, you can probably tell in my voice that it's affecting the way that I sound. But when you don't sneeze, or sorry, when you do sneeze and you're dealing with sinus pressure, it hurts. It is not fun. It's not a relief. It's, you have one coming on and you're usually like, oh God, here we go. Hang on to your butts, but right now I'm okay with not doing it. But I'd also be okay with not feeling one coming at the same time, right? Like I don't want that either. So we need to do a little bit of planning here. That needs to change. That's all going to be up higher anyway. I think it might be time to just put in the water in here. It's probably going to be easier with the water line where I want it. to work with this. And the thing that I've discovered, and I don't know how I didn't put this together before, when you're filling in stuff like this, the easiest thing to do is just kind of go along here and take from here and put it on the spot there. And it becomes even easier with the reach now, because you can do it when you're up on the next block, which is awesome. And then, of course, you're stuck down here and you have to figure it another way. I do have to be careful because sometimes the server will end up lagging out a little bit. Whoa, that looks like it filled in a bit. I wish there was a faster way to do this. I do find this part of Minecraft, cool as it is, sometimes it's a little tedious. Fill in. Don't leave me any weird, stupid parts, please. Thank you. Okay, cool. Whoops. It's very hard to see what you're doing, too. I know why you get time lapses of this stuff in most YouTube videos now. It's like being chased by a wave. And if you're ever going to get annoyed by a sound in a video game, all you need to do is just do it over and over again for about 5 minutes. And I guarantee you, your brain will just be like, all right, that's enough. Yay. That's one of 2 more layers that needs to happen. Let's take a flight, just kind of see how this is feeling. Rather than looking at the map all the time, sometimes it's nice to take a different vantage point and see where we're sitting. I think the really interesting part is here. It's gonna be cool. I wonder what, see this hilltop here should be like a really fancy house with a tower and like a garden and like some cool, like maybe like a tower with like a secret passage down to the river. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of potential for more unique builds over on this side of things. Hmm. Okay. Whoop. McScrewgun, you almost got a shout out. I say we just keep on. I know it's kind of boring, but like I just kind of want to get the water in. I don't want to sit here and just kind of like imagine what it looks like. I'd rather just keep on going. The hard part is going to be, I guess now we have to kind of like float along. Don't have anything to stand on. Does that work? Yeah, that's working. Okay, I'll drink a potion then. Oh, I just took a potion. I should take another break. Oh, whatever. I got tons of potions. It doesn't matter. Okay, Cosmic is correct. It is about that time. Folks of you that are new... Folks of you? Wow. My brain can't word at the moment. Folks that are new, I take a break once an hour. It is about that time, so we're going to do it. I take about 5 or 6 minutes. I grab another glass of water. You should take a break too. Get a snack, stretch your legs. More Minecraft to come. We're going to try to finish up this project here and at least get the water in so that I know where the border is on this town. And we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Always an interesting view outside this window. Sometimes you get salmon, sometimes you get squid, sometimes you get burning skeletons in the distance. I wonder if there's all those salmon at the new river. I noticed this last night in this river over here that there was just an absolute ton of salmon. That's a lot of squid. I don't see anything. Just more squid. So this river actually connects, or will connect, all the way down. See a couple of spots we still have to work through. I would imagine my potion has run out. And those are just water bottles now. Alright, so I guess this is going to be a very blue situation. Can you tell I just want to get it done? So I think here is where we have to start to ditch the sand. And some of this stuff will have to get down to the right level. Go forth and fill in, so I need not have to. Never realized how much I didn't enjoy the water sound, right? I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. I'll try to mix it up. Maybe I'll take a break for a second here and do some sand mining, which is much easier on the brain. And I guess this goes out. It's not so bad when I'm not bobbing up and down in the water. Really? This is where you've chosen. Awesome. All of us just complaining about sounds we don't like in Minecraft, and the wandering trader shows up with 2 llamas and a zombie. We're almost there. So that does look a little bit steep. We might have to mess around with that a little bit. We could end up with like something like that at the bottom and still have it look okay. But that is going to be what, like, the depth and the feeling of the river is, I think, for the most part. Isaiah Brook, welcome in. Hello. And Enki TWS, hi. Did I see you come in? I don't think I saw you come in. Sand mining is a soothing white noise. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Immediately we have squid. Immediately we have squid. What are you selling? It's stuff I like. Don't care. I don't care today. This is the frustrating part of water. Like, why? Why are you going away? Makes no sense. Wait a minute. That's supposed to go there. You guys are in the way. You realize that. I think he realizes that. This is the frustrating part of water, Wandering Trader agrees. Yep. Here, have this. You'll enjoy that. Should keep the bad guys away. Stop it, water. All right, let's go there. Almost got it. Sometimes the easiest way to do this is just throw in blocks. We'll come back and finish the the side of that later. This whole cliff section is going to need some care, I think. Especially with that cave. I might want to make something of that cave. Oh, did I? Are these the wrong level? Hold on. Leaguer Gaming subscribing at tier 1 for 16 months in a row. Holy smokes. Leaguer, you're right. Time does fly. Thanks ever so much. Appreciate you being here, of course. 2KXT, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Do. That away. Oh, that can go in a different spot. Legomolas subscribing with Prime for 3 months in a row, unlocking the Water Keystone badge. Thanks so much, Legomolas. Really appreciate the support. Thanks to everybody today. It's been for a surprising midweek stream. It's been fantastic. You folks are just so supportive and so awesome, and it means I get to do this more often than I would normally expect to, which is fantastic. So is free ink. There's a salmon. $6:50 a.m. on a Thursday. Wow. The full 26 hours? No, 14 hours ahead of me. So those are on the wrong level. Yeah, I somehow got knocked up a level going around the corner here. Usually up earlier on Thursdays for other reasons. As soon as I noticed we were streaming, I hopped on. I was up at Zero Dark Stupid today. I woke up at 4:45 or something. Was not the plan. I didn't even have an alarm set. I mean, I had stuff to do, but I did not want to get up that early. I tried to get back to sleep, but I couldn't. So I ended up getting up and just eating breakfast and going to work early. So, I mean, going to work, I work at home. So I just went into the studio earlier than normal, which means I just got a lot done sooner than I thought. So it's really quiet and there's nothing to disturb you. Like there's no DMs, there's no emails usually coming in. So it's nice that way. I had bookkeeping stuff to do too, so like it was nice to be able to focus on what I needed to do. Oh, I should do the bottom level first. Sorry about the noise. Can I turn that down? Is it block sounds? Maybe? No, it doesn't appear to be. Let's just do this. Just allows me to do this faster without feeling like I'm assaulting your ears. Or mine, for that matter. I don't remember when we built this side of the gate, but it's been a long time. The fun part is here, waterlogging the fence posts to make it look like this is submerged. Ta-da! Almost there. No, this is the right level. Yeah. I feel like that needs to be something else. It is going to be quiet for just a second while we figure this out. Okay. Less bobbing up and down is good too. Guess that's not working. Is there going to be a new episode of the Citadel tomorrow? Yes. Yeah, that's why I'm doing a stream today. Because myself and Alistair are recording the Citadel Cafe tomorrow. I'm assuming that's what you meant, the podcast. The next scheduled stream is Friday, and that's supposed to be all of Fabric 5. The modded playthrough, which I'm enjoying. I'm starting to lose a little bit of momentum on it, but that's a performance thing, not necessarily a gameplay thing. I don't exactly know what we're doing next in that series either. I mean, we need more diamonds, so like the first thing we got to do is go for a little bit of a mining session. Yay, dry land. So I can remove this now. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Waterlogging blocks is so cool. Oh, there's glass over here. This is me kind of like imagining what the water level would look like when I made this build. I put the glass in. I think we're gonna have to move that. Oops, that's not the right one. All right, we're not going to be able to do all of the water out here, so I'll just put in a little bit extra, and then this is going to have to happen some other time. But I think that gets us all the way. Oh no, we've got to remove these. This should just fill in though. I think I'm safe to turn this back up and not drive ourselves crazy. Take it easy, Inky. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. I know people are coming in during work day and stuff like that, so always nice. Appreciate the effort. We should go sleep. Leaguer, thanks for the lurk. Much appreciated. Whoa, that was not a soft landing. Oh, I thought we were done. We are not done. I'm really happy this is in here, though. It'd be a lot easier to use my imagination to come up with builds for the land just to our left, or sorry, our right, to the east. Now that I've got this all sorted out. It's the kind of stuff I was talking about. I think I might have mentioned it at some point, maybe on the other stream, but like, it's like Minecraft adulting. It's like doing the dishes, like the required landscaping, you know? This is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, this is the part that always drives me nuts. Wrong spot. Oh, does Vanilla Tweaks have a quieter water thing? That's good to know. I never thought about it. I don't really work with it that much, but that makes sense. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to remove that. I think that looks pretty good. A little bit of sand left to remove right there. That's the cliff, actually. That should be easy. But yeah, that actually looks pretty natural. We might have a little bit of sculpting and stuff to do through here, but I think it does the trick. It's a little bit uniform, like it's almost the same width the whole way down, but I don't really want to get mess around with making it too wide because it's a lot of stuff to dig through, so we'll just go find this. There it is right there. I'm just going to replace these with grass. And we can figure out what this is going to look like later as a cliff. This has got some real potential right here for something cool. Awesome sauce. I am okay with that. I can't believe we got that all done in one stream. Move all this stuff. One last bucket of water. Or so we thought. Well, that's annoying. I feel like since 118 they've made it a little bit easier to fix weird flows in water. It's just it just seems to happen just a little bit easier. All right, well, one last little flyby. Just so it's not completely barren. Also, that's weird. And we'll get to the details of these banks and all that kind of stuff as time goes by. Beautiful. Calling that a done deal. Dear Cosmic, is our friend Stenos still live? Because I would love to share all these awesome people with another incredible Minecraft streamer. That, bros, is not done. That's the first pass. That's the first pass. And I won't be changing much at the bottom because, like, I'm not going to see it. Yeah, I think we can... Where's a good vantage point? Maybe we'll go up this scaffolding here. Oh. Nope. There we go. No, he is not. Okay. Well, just give me a second here. I'm going to quickly check my Twitch friends to see who is live. Currently no Minecraft streamers that I know. Everybody is playing something else. I don't know who else is around. Does anybody in the chat have a family-friendly Minecraft streamer that they follow that's currently live? I mean, I could just pick somebody at random here too. There's a few people online. Couple of hardcore Minecraft streamers. Yeah, it's hard when people don't flag their streams for stuff like that. You have to kind of like tune in before you see the tag, and then you're not really sure, right? Okay. Well, while I think about someone, I can let you all know that there is a new episode of the Spawn Chunks out there. We've mentioned it a couple times on stream today, but Pixel Riffs and I interviewed Slice Lime, the tech lead for Java Minecraft, on Monday, yesterday. So that's available at thespawnchunks.com. I will be recording a new episode of the Citadel Cafe tomorrow with Alistair. That is going to be at thecitadelcafe.com. I don't know what Alistair's talking about, but I finished The Bad Batch, the Star Wars animated show on Disney Plus. So that's what I'm going to talk about. I mean, I'll spoil it. It's the way I've watched the whole series. It's been out for a while. I think I'm kind of spoiler safe. Most people have probably watched it if they were excited about it. And last but not least, check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan. It's one of the best ways to support the stream. You get access to the same Discord that everybody here has access to if you are a tier 1 or a Prime Gaming sub. All of which I really, truly appreciate. Patreon is the best way to support in terms of your pocketbook going to support me directly. But if you like emotes and if you want to be part of the whole sub badge crew, then obviously a tier 1 or a gaming sub here is great. And thanks for all the subs today, folks. I really appreciate it. I think we started around 115 or something like that, and we're up to like 121. So I really appreciate it. Cosmic says that Tanisha is live, and Pixel Riffs has raided them before, so we'll do that. We'll raid them. I think it's a hardcore world, you said, and that's always fun. That was someone that came up on my list as well, Cosmic. So we'll do that. So be kind, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and tune in on Friday at around 4 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC -4 for the All of Fabric 5 stream, modded Minecraft here on the channel. And I'll see you then. Bye for now.